Good morning, everybody. It might be kind of hard to tell that it is morning, but it is. It's just overcast. So this morning's topic, sorry I'm leaving Walmart right now, is going to be on weight. Not waiting in line, not wait staff, but weight. As in, I weigh too damn much. Now, some of you, if you've been listening to the podcast or following the show for any length of time, know that both Colin and I, we've had our issues with weight, and it's always been a problem for me. I can't speak to Colin, but it's always been a problem for me. Ever since I was about, 14 or so. Now, prior to that, I was actually a pretty skinny kid. I was wearing, I can remember, I think when I was about, 12 or 13, I think I was still wearing 14 Slims. And it was difficult to find that size in, pants for kids. I know my mom used to have issues going to stores and they'd always be sold out because it was, because they just did, one, they didn't stock that many of that type, and two, they were kind of hard to find. So, that was one issue. Well, now I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum, and to be completely honest, I wear about a 44 to be comfortable. Now, I do wear a belt with it to keep it from falling off, but, that's what I need to have. So, I'm a bigger guy. And last year, right around the beginning of right around the middle of 2016, I started back up on Atkins, and I did a really good job. And right up until around probably Christmas, I was very dedicated to it. I had been on it for a year. I'd lost 60 pounds. And what motivated me at that time was I had gotten up to 330, which was the heaviest I'd ever been. And I was tired, and I wasn't happy with myself. I was having trouble, doing things I wanted to do. It was not the kind of life that I really wanted to lead. And I knew that my daughter was getting older. I wanted to make sure that I was around for her. High blood pressure and heart problems run in my family, along with diabetes and a whole bunch of other problems. And weight is at the core center of all of that. So back then I said, okay, I'm going to do something about this. I'm going to change. So I did it, and for a year I was dedicated, and I lost 60 pounds. I was down to 270. I hadn't been at that weight in a long time, and it felt great. Then the holidays hit. I had a vacation, and I said, all right, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to just, do what I want to do for a little while, and I'll come back to it. Well, that break turned into 6 months. And I just let myself go, and now I stepped on the scale at the doctor's office, and I gained back 30 of the pounds that I worked so hard to get off. So, and I know that dieting doesn't work. I know in my mind that you can't just diet. You have to make a lifestyle change, and that's where I always fail. I lose a little bit of weight. I've never lost that much before, but I've lost a little bit of weight. Then I revert back to my old pattern going, oh, okay, I can just moderate myself now, and I'll just maintain. That's how I always trick myself into saying, oh, I can just maintain now at this, and then I'll be fine. No, I suck at it, all right? I don't have self-control. That's the biggest problem, is I just don't have it. So I have to, and I know that I have to completely change my habits, all right? My biggest habit is I'm a snacker. I love to snack. When I'm working, when I'm just hanging out, anything, oh God, put a bag of potato chips in front of me, or M&Ms, or anything chocolate, or whatever. I want something in my hand, all right? I want something just to occupy the time in between the seconds, and I want to shove it in my mouth. That's what I want to do, all right? That's my biggest problem. Hell, I went to go help my sister-in-law pack, and I burned through 2 giant bags of M&M. I mean, not like the share a pack. No, this is the kind that you buy to do like baking. All right, this is the kind that you buy to put out at like to put in a candy machine. All right, that's the kind that I burned through. All right, and that was in less than a week. So, and it was because, oh, I'm walking by, grab a handful. Walking by, grab a handful. Oh, I need an excuse to walk by, grab a handful. All right, that's me, and I need to change that. I need to get that under control, and the only way to do that is with the lifestyle change, and with really, really changing my mindset. So I know what I need to do. The problem is getting it done. So I have decided to jump back into Atkins, change my lifestyle again, to get back to where I need to be. So that means little or no carbs, back on the all meat and veggies side of the equation, and limit my veggies, because honestly I don't like a whole lot of vegetables. I like carrots, but carrots aren't on the diet, and I like broccoli, and I'll eat cauliflower, but it's not really my favorite. So I'm pretty much on broccoli. I like spinach is good, lettuce is okay, but a salad isn't really a salad if it's just spinach and lettuce. I mean, it is, but it isn't. So I'll have that occasionally, but so my lunch today, if you can believe it, is going to be a whole bag of steamed broccoli. Yes, an entire bag of steamed broccoli, and a bologna and pepperoni low-carb wrap. That's going to be my lunch. Yesterday's lunch was 2 bologna wraps. Well, I put pepperoni on them. So that is what my lunches have now become. And back when I was doing well on this thing, that's what they were every day. Because if I can get consistent, then I'm okay. I am one of those people where I could eat the same thing and not be too bored with it. Just because, one, it's easy to plan for, and two, it's, especially when I'm at work, it's only 5 days a week, and then I get 2 days off when I get home on the weekend. So, it's easiest to do at work because I can just stay consistent there because I've got everything already planned out. So, and it builds me a little bit of extra time at work to be able to do things like editing or whatever during my lunch hour. So that's going to be my goal. That's going to be my goal for this, is do some consistent stuff. Now, where that gets detracted and where a lot of people fall down is in their support structure. Luckily my wife understands when I do this, so she will not have a problem cooking like 2 different meals. Luckily my stuff is fairly easy. Hey, we're going to be, most of the nights we eat meat anyway, so hey, all right, just throw in green beans or broccoli for me, and they can still have their potatoes or whatever they want for them. Now, she says that she is also going to try and lose weight. I don't know whether she is or not. She has tried before. It hasn't always been successful, but that is for her to go on that journey, not for me to tell her what to do or how to do it. She doesn't think that she could do Atkins, because she's not a meat person. She's not super meat. I can do just meat. I'm happy with just meat. I'm good with it. And I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm not a Atkins Bible thumper. All right, I'm not going to say you have to do Atkins if you want to lose weight, or hey, this is the only one that works. Definitely not. You have to do whatever works for you. And a lot of people, this isn't going to work for them. Me, I live a fairly sedentary lifestyle. I go to work, I sit for 8 hours, I go home, I sit for like another 4 hours. And so really this one tends to work best for me. And I'm going to try and get a little bit of exercise in here because I know that is important. So I'm going to be breaking out the treadmill that you guys see in the PTR radio studio sometimes. Hopefully that's going to be making another appearance. I did cross upon it's an older show, but I never watched it when it first ran, called Early Edition. And I never, like I said, I never watched it when it first came out, so all the episodes are new to me. So I'm going to be watching that while I'm on the treadmill and see how that works, because I'm always better on the treadmill when I'm watching something, especially if it's entertaining. So TV in front of the treadmill tends to make the time go a little faster. That's my goal. So anyway, I wanted to bring you up to date on what's happening with me. put another little On the Road Again segment out there and see what you guys think of everything that's going on. As always, if you guys have topics or questions or whatever that you want me to cover in these videos, please put them in the comments below. Shoot me an email, shaggy@ptrradio.com. I would love to cover something that you guys have a question about, because this isn't just me spouting stuff off. I really want this to be giving you my opinion about things and then hearing what you also think. You know, so it'd be best if I get questions from you, because then they're more meaningful. You know, I know you guys like learning about my life, but I'd love to learn about some of the things you're going through as well. You know, think of it as advice time with Shaggy. We just happen to be on the road at the same time, which happens a lot of the times when I'm in the car with somebody. Topic will come up where they'll either ask for some suggestion, or ask for what I would do, or I would tell them because they wouldn't ask for it, and I'd feel like I need to anyway. So anyway, we're almost where we need to go. That's my time. I'll see you on the next trip.